As we come up around this corner, we should see this green talc. So from some of the pre-World War II pictures, it looked like this was a pretty big camp. Yeah, so these ones, if I remember right, were held by Phelps Dodge until I got picked up by Newmont. And then Newmont just dropped them in the last year or so.
Oh, looks like there's an ore bin up there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, looks like you got something up there.
Looks like there's a loadout, a tipple.
Cool.
Used to be a gate.
Used to be a nice gated entrance. And
oh my goodness.
oh, look at that bad boy.
That thing is a monster.
Cool. We're up here at the Green Talc. This is kind of our bottom loadout area. You can see there was really like no production done. This is pretty much just built for looks by stupid miners who just built stuff because they never used it. Oh, was that sarcasm? The BLM told me there's no money out here and there's no mining out here. Everything's just worked out. Do you think that they would lie to me? Son of a bitch. All right, so big loadout, obviously used to ship a shit pile of ore because it's good size. You've got two sides here. You can see there was a building up on top, which indicates there was probably a separator up there. And I can tell that from, here's the side of the building that just recently came down. See the rest of it up there. We're right at the base of this. We're just barely getting into it. So let's head on up and take a look at the rest of the green talc. It's obviously a workshop. See all that? The old drawer's still hanging out. Still got a shutter of sorts on that one. See the hole from where the stovepipe was, where they probably had their forge sitting right here. This would have been where the infrastructure work was going on. So drill bits were being cut, and pieces of track were being mended, and cable was being spliced together. Just all the things that make the mine actually work. So very cool. So I'm pondering kind of what's gone on here. There's a whole bunch of terracing right over this. I don't think this has been reclaimed in any way, but I could be wrong. And I only say that because I don't see a lot of adits or anything. And it would seem that this should punch into something going in this way. So this might make sense because it says they were getting the gold out of some oxidized copper deposits that were very talcy and running through the mountain here. This is got your greens for copper. It's very powdery, which could be construed as talcy. And there's also some very interesting ores that run through. Gold, gold, gold is what they got out of here again. What would you, as a brilliant person, be out here for? Would you come out and say, hey, what we should do is get some of that copper and some of that talc, the stuff that's really cheap, and then we can do a whole bunch of it and make some money? Or would you say, we should probably go out and get some gold if we're going to dig something? Get some big money, go for it. That's what all your big mines do. Your Kennecotts, your Barracks, all the other ones. They might get copper, they might get that other stuff, but they're getting gold, and that's what's making them money, and that's what you want to get. So everything else is just icing on the cake.
The Green Talc Gold Mine is a sister mine to the Dover Mine. The two mines are often referred to together in documentation as the Dover and Green Talc. Historically, small bits of free milling gold were mined and processed on site at the Green Talc Mine. These deposits were found in the heavily oxidized copper sulfide veins. The waste dump is substantial and indicates that a substantial amount of workings should exist. It is assumed that they are likely underground workings that are currently obscured. Reports from 1937 and 1955 note that there is a series of open pits and small prospects on the claim. According to documentation, the mine has not been actively worked since 1929. The mines are noted for andalusite ores, but gold is the primary element of interest at the mine. The gold in this mine is found in small particulates, most notably in columns of ore near quartz and oxidized copper deposits. The heavily oxidized copper bears a crumbling, almost talc-like appearance. It is likely that this is where the mine name was derived. Gold from this mine will need to be processed by chemical separation, the gold being too small to be recovered by conventional methods. There are a variety of buildings in states of disrepair on the claim, an old workshop and a large tipple with an office built on top. The office has collapsed, but the tipple still stands. The Green Talc Mine should be considered for miners with some advanced knowledge of processing and separation. It is likely there will be a notice of operation required to profitably work the site.
Okay, so Green Talc, we're wrapping up. What do we got? We got one big pit, we got prospects, we got gold that was coming out of the coppery talc mixture of stuff out here. We got a lot of workings, we got a load out there, you got a tipple below it, you've got your blacksmith shop / workshop down there. Everything's in really good condition. There's ladders all over the place. It's a really well-preserved site, and there has not been a lot of people here. It's been worked for gold. Gold is what you're going to come out here and get. Take a look at our website. It'll show you the Green Talc survey, everything that we saw, what we mapped out. You'll also see all the history of it since its inception, as far back as we can go, and you'll see a price that we're asking for it. So for Gold Rush Expeditions, I'm Corey, and we'll see you at the next site.